This is certainly a way to start a vlog. Hello everyone and welcome to Thursday. As you can probably tell, we did a Malmake stream tonight, finally painted this thing. Kirby has some color now. Mal also did hers. Hers were a little simpler. She finished much quicker than I did because they were simpler. The colors were simpler. It was less to paint. They're physically smaller. Whereas I'm like, oh, there was a lot. There was a lot to do. Once it's a little more dry, I'm gonna put some of the glow-in-the-dark paint that Mal used on the Star Hill Super Mario RPG painting on the whites of the eyes, so those will glow. But otherwise, he's done. It took much longer to do than I thought it would, to be honest. I was not expecting it to be that long. This is the longest Malmake stream that we've done at 3 hours. And 3 hours is like a normal stream length, really. Like when we do any other streams, well, like gaming streams, they're 3 hours. But that has not been the experience with Malmakes. All the Malmake streams have been like usually 60 to 90 minutes. But when we sculpted this, it was 2 hours. And painting this was 3. And that blew my expectations out of the water. I really thought it was going to take a lot less time to sculpt and a lot less time to paint. And I was wrong. But it was fun. It was fun. It was frustrating. I was not expecting it to be as frustrating as it was. Sculpting it I enjoyed. There was some frustrating parts about sculpting it, but painting it was really hard because like it's really difficult to paint like up in to like certain spots and get it without like painting other parts. Like that was actually really, really hard in a way that I just was not quite expecting. But I did it. We were talking during the stream, and I think I'm actually going to I'm going to put this on Mal's eBay. So that it's not ready as of this vlog, but at some point I'll announce it. So if anyone really wants to own this little demon, they'll have the opportunity to. Bless you if you decide to take on that into your home. I got to get this shut down, and we're currently cooking some bacon up, which should be hopefully done soon. Oh, good old Whistly the oven. Yeah, we're getting there. Just making more BLTs because we still have tomato. We actually have quite a few tomatoes right now, Mal.
Yeah, we do. I cut this one up. Do you think we need another?
Another tomato?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, there's a lot of tomatoes. There's a lot of tomatoes right now. And some of them that fell off the vine a little early, are they turning? This one looks like it's maybe starting to.
It's starting to.
That's good, because I'd hate to lose that. It's such a good looking one.
Yeah. Lost some to squirrels.
Yeah, so that was, you took a photo of that, right? I can show the photo of the watermelon out. Yeah. So earlier today, Mal was standing in the sunroom and looking out, and she's like, I can't see the watermelon. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I have a piece of cardboard that's in the garden because...
It's sitting under the watermelon.
Yeah, that the watermelon sits on, because sometimes if the watermelon sits in the dirt, it can rot. So she had it on a piece of cardboard, and she's like, I see the cardboard, I don't see the watermelon. So she went down there and looked, and the watermelon had been moved. And there were scratch marks in it. And then next to it was a tomato that had like a bunch eaten out of it. So, yeah, it was like half gone. So we got squirrel friends. Got squirrel friends that just like can pick up fruit and move them. It's kind of wild, to be honest, because that watermelon at this point is pretty big. But squirrels are rascally, man. Anyway, one thing that squirrels don't like is heat. So Mal got some cayenne and put cayenne all over the garden, and that should hopefully keep the squirrels away. They haven't been a problem until now, and suddenly they're a problem. just trying to enjoy. I just want watermelon, man. We're getting through the tomato part of the garden.
Our neighbors fenced in even over the top their garden.
Really?
Yeah.
And now
I was like, I see why.
Yeah, because of the squirrels. Son of a gun. The other thing is that I've occasionally found some of the cherry tomatoes, like at the top of the vines, they're pecked through and I've seen there's a cardinal.
Yes.
There's a cardinal that comes in and is like, cool, man, some tomatoes. And I'm like, I can't stop you. You're a bird. How do you stop a bird?
Netting.
Oh, netting. I was like, we haven't come up with a way to stop birds. That's impossible. Look at that beautiful sandwich. The bread's a little small, so we had to make 2 sandwiches because otherwise it's too little. But they're good looking sandwiches, for sure. Mal also decided that tonight, having finished BioShock, and also, I guess, having finished Oberdin, that she is interested in starting Infinite. But first, we have to eat the sandwich.
Rowing? Planned on it.
So you expect me to show you the burden?
No, but I do expect you to do all the rowing.
And why is that?
Coming here was your idea.
My idea.
I made it very clear that I don't believe in the exercise.
The rowing.
No. Imagine that's wonderful exercise.
Then what?
The entire thought experiment.
Excuse me. How much longer?
So you played a fair bit, actually, without spoiling anything for folks who haven't played Infinite. Mal got to the beach. Does that help? What's your first thought?
It's pretty.
It is pretty.
I don't know. It's good so far.
It was interesting because Mal was playing and she was yawning a little bit, and like at the beginning, and then you got to where like the combat started. Which right where the combat starts is a pretty big story beat of like, oh, hi BioShock Infinite, you're a game. And then I was expecting Mal to actually stop shortly after that, and then Mal just kept going, and I was like,
I thought you were going to tell me when there was a good spot.
oh, well, you were clearly enjoying yourself, so I wasn't going to stop you. I mean, it's definitely time for bed now,
Yeah.
but I'm glad that you got a chance to finally start this game, because it's very good, and it's interesting having played through it myself, I guess at this point a while back. Watching you play it, I'm like, oh man, there's so many like tiny little details that like will mean something later. But also, I don't think I've ever played a game that's quite as thinky as BioShock Infinite. It's not thinky to play. Like to play it is just like, here is gun. Here's all your yawns back.
Yeah.
It's time for bed. But like when it's all said and done, you have to like watch a video that explains everything because it gets so deep and involved, but it's fun. And again, you got much further tonight than I thought you were going to get, so. Cool. All right.
It's bedtime, right?
Now I'm yawning. Your yawns are good. Man, once they start for you, they do not stop.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it just over...
Night.
Your back's gonna hurt.
I know.
Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?